Hello everybody, my name is Cool Blue and I'm bringing you guys viewer replay cast number 1. This is the start of something beautiful. This is basically my way of interacting with you guys. Basically, if you have a game that you think something awesome happened, if you have a game that you really want everybody to see, please send it send the match ID straight to me along with your Steam ID. I'll basically check your level to see what kind of game it is, and then also check or go ahead and look up the replay. I'll cast it without actually seeing who won or who lost. But of course, we're always under the assumption that if you sent in the game, you probably won the game. So because of that, I'm not going to tell you guys who sent in the game. Just know that it was somebody who was kind enough to let me check it out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it doesn't matter. The time was hitting. Here's my replay cover, so you guys can't see the time whenever it's up. So I can go ahead and bring it up, and no vision for you, LOL. But I do know how long a game lasted, so I have some general idea of how long I'll be here. But any game length at this point, any game length is welcome. I would much prefer you don't send me your 7 hour long game of a feat or farm fest. But if you must send me those, please send me those anyway. The more experience, the better for me. And also your 15-minute raffle stumps, I would prefer not to have those either. But like I said, I need practice at casting. So and also want to interact with you guys. So please send them all. So anyway, we got an all pick on our hands. This is a relatively low level game, so we'll probably see a few things that we're not used to seeing, like some other unstandard things. But even still, it's still interesting to watch. It's still good to see how everybody's playing the game. I think when I did check the levels were somewhere between level 7 and level 15 on the Dota 2 thing, which is not really indicative of how well you play, but it just gives a general idea of, just let you guys know it's probably a relatively low level game, so it might be a little bit of weirdness going on. Just to put that in perspective, I am level 27 or 26. I mean, it's not really bragging on my level or anything, but 26 is a little bit higher than these guys, so I've seen a few things, I might know a few things. Let's see if I can actually cast this correctly. But anyway, we're going into the game. We see the whole entire dire size pick, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the introductions for them. We have OQ and Aura on this on Templar Assassin. We have Twyrix. We have Twyrix on this Zeus. We have OQ in Maui on this Crystal Maiden with the beautiful outfit. That is the I think that's the Polycount outfit. Very cool on him. Meanwhile, we have Gustavorax on that Vengeful Spirit, and last but not least, we have Phytos on that Lycanthrope. So he'll probably be going to jungle. I do not know. We'll see soon. Moving on to the rating side, since I got everybody all picked up, we have Zeloy. We have Zeloy BTEP or Zeloy BTEP on that Slaughter. We have S1NE_T or Sign T on that Razor. We have something I can't pronounce, but it looks like the gender symbol. I can't tell if it's male or female. I forget which one's which. It's probably, I'm gonna guess, say female, smiley face, female. Not sure. I probably got that wrong. But at any rate, we have a bunny feed on that Ricky. Hopefully bunny feed doesn't actually feed. And last but not least, we have Zbrat KO. Zbrat KO on that Panda. So what lane will Panda be going? I do not know, but I think that, okay, Panda has Observer Wards. Cool. I think he's playing support Panda. I'm not too sure. But at any rate, let me go ahead and bring up this last into the nice, because that's what you guys want to see first. Whoa, this mid lane is pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and introduce the lanes. As far as the bottom lane goes, we have a Ricky Rubik bottom lane, so Rubik will probably be playing that support role. I'm not too sure. We have as far as the dire side goes, we have a Lycan Zeus lane. We have Lycan taking an early point in that Feral Impulse. I'm not too sure I agree with that totally. We have a Razor Vengeful Spirit. Mid lane, this will be a fun lane. It's probably more so fun for Razor than it will be for Vengeful Spirit, especially once he gets that purge thing up. And then we got a dual lane Slaughter Panda versus the TA Crystal Maiden. I honestly would prefer to see TA be mid and Vengeful Spirit be top, but then you have two supports top, and that'd be kind of weird anyway. Maybe Zeus mid. I don't know. The Dire kind of picked a lot of mids. TA can play mid, Zeus can play mid. That's kind of weird. And also on the Radiant side, the Radiant even picked a few mids. They picked up Panda can go mid, Razor can go mid, and Rubik can go mid as well. But you don't see mid and Rubik's mid anymore. It's kind of weird. But anyway, as far as the aggression goes, looks like Lycan's taking a few chomps out of Ricky's health. And now he's going to go ahead and run away. He does have himself 3 Tango, so he has some nice regen on him. And let me take a quick look at the items to make sure that we see, oh my gosh, Ring of Health first on Slaughter. No, do not do this. Now the reason why you don't go Ring of Health first on Slaughter, even if you random, or Ring of Health first on anything, is because you don't really have any stats other than your regen. And 5 HP regen sounds great, it sounds good, but as a first item, as your very first item, like before boots, it's a terrible idea. Because, it's only 5 regen versus 3 branches will give you 3 stats, or give you 9 stats total. So that's much more cost efficient than just getting the HP regen. Although once again, HP regen is very valuable. I would not recommend getting it. So this is my spiel on that. Moving on to what else is around the map. We got Ricky. Already has himself a Wraith Band. He's building himself that Quelling Blade. He wants to farm more. There's also a Wraith Band up on Vengeful Spirit, so we will be seeing that carry Vengeful Spirit. At least she has tangos. She has 2 sets of tangos left, so she'll be fine in lane to harass a little bit and take a little bit of harassment. Meanwhile, I got Lycan going very low. Oh wow, Ricky almost able to get a last hit on him. I think if Ricky might have a point of backstab, he might have been able to do enough damage. But then again, early backstab is not really all that great. 0.5 agi, 0.5 of your agility to damage. So it's 36 plus 9, that is 45. 45, half of 45 is not a lot. Slaughter is getting very low. First blood does go top. I wasn't able to click it fast enough. Slaughter does go down, and Panda gets a kill on TA, and now he stands still. No, he's going to start running away. There we go, he runs away. He threw the clap on top of PA. He threw the clap on top of TA, and TA went down. So it's a little bit haphazard of engagement. Sorry I missed the first blood, but there's so much weirdness going on. Vengeful Spirit does have her boots up, so she'll be having that. She also went back to base to heal. She does have enough for a TP, so will she be TPing in mid? I do not know. Maybe she'll just run back mid. Who knows? As far as what else is going on around the map, not much of anything. There's a ward placed here by the Radiant, which is actually really good. This lets the Radiant see what is coming around the corner, but this ward is probably more preferred to be put over here, simply because it gives you a better sight on who's hanging out on the high ground in that area. But I mean, like I said, this is a relatively low level game, so I'm probably going to be throwing out more facts like that than normal. So we'll see how this really goes. Let's see. Items haven't really changed much. Slaughter did in fact build himself a Quelling Blade, so he wants to go for more farming. I still would prefer to, like, if he's going to rush a Vanguard, he needs to build that shield. That shield is more useful to him than that Quelling Blade, especially since it's a TA in this lane. There's also a Crystal Maiden. Not really much that Panda can do to help Slaughter farm, really. So Slaughter's going to be standing behind his tower with 5 HP regen per second. With plus 5 HP regen per second, not able to farm. At least if he was rushing that Vanguard, which I still don't agree with, at least if he was rushing that, he would have the damage block. 20 damage block does add up over time. Once it procs. Looks like we got a pull coming in from the Rubik. Rubik doing a nice job with the pull, but it's a single stack, so this will push the lane. Yes, pulling is very important when you're playing a support in a lane, but if it's not a double stack, it'll pretty much push the lane back in the direction. Simply because this creep wave is a little bit too big for this entire neutral camp to kill. So all these creeps are still alive. So these 3 creeps will be added on to the rest of the creeps. But no, Vengeful Spirit decides to come around the corner and farm it up. And Lycan howls, and meanwhile we got a kill on TA top. TA goes down to the Slaughter. I'm not too sure what happened, but TA just died, obviously. Meanwhile, I was focused on bottom too much. So a lot of action happened on top lane, apparently. As far as what's going on in bottom lane, Lycan's building himself double bracer. This decent item choice, not too bad. I mean, there are better item choices, yes, but he is a laning Lycan. He wants a double bracer. Let him build a double bracer. He has his boots. So he'll have that up, he'll do a little bit more damage, he'll also be a little bit more survivable than normal. Meanwhile, mid, we got Razor pushing his tower. Where's the Vengeful Spirit? There's Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit did come bottom to help out with the push, or help out with the farm, I guess. Not too sure what the explanation behind that rotation was. Then we're going to take a look at the gold graph. As you see, the gold graph is in favor of the Radiant, primarily because that Vengeful Spirit and also the First Blood went to the Radiant. But because Vengeful Spirit wasn't really in her lane to farm, she couldn't really get anything. You can see Razor has 23 last hits versus her 13 last hits. So that's kind of playing a part. Meanwhile, Ricky is right behind the Vengeful Spirit. He has 17 last hits, so he's getting pretty good farm. He has not died yet either, so he has double Wraith Band already, and he has a healing salve. And I do not like this at all, guys. if you're playing, or any hero that you're playing, you need some form of regen, yes. I do not agree with carrying healing styles. I'm starting to see that more and more. I'm not really sure why. Like even in high level matches, you see a lot of people carry around healing styles still, or tangos. Like 50 minutes into the game, it's like stop building on that and just get yourself a ring of health or something. Anyway, we got engagement going on. Ricky's trying to go on the Zeus. I think Ricky will be losing his life. Yes, he will. Like he needs one more last hit. No, he pops a healing style, able to dodge that damage. If only he was level 6, he'd be able to survive. But no, like he gets the last hit, he goes down. Meanwhile, Zeus is able to make it alive. Crow brings Lycan his double bracer, and Dyer's courier goes down. Rubik able to turn around and get a few last hits, and also the creeps helping out with that as well. Meanwhile, we got engagement going on top. We got a Vincent Spear about to go down. TA's trying to toggle or trying to do meld to do a little bit of damage, but she did not micro that correctly. Meanwhile, Vincent Spear comes on board. She throws out that magic missile. She's able to hit the Brewmaster. Brewmaster's in a lot of trouble. He's going to throw on the Clap. He might be able to get killed. No, not enough damage to kill the Vincent Spear. Meanwhile, Razor's coming around top. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing. He's engaging on this illusion. He thinks it's the real one, but it's not the real one. She's obviously top. And now Razor's sad because he popped his ulti, but it doesn't. Oh, okay, it costs quite a bit of mana. And he also uses a plasma field, so that's a little bit of mana wasted. 225 mana. And he's not too happy. So he's gonna be sad with that rain cloud and continue walking back on home. Meanwhile, what else do we have? We have a little bit of aggression going on top. Item progression. Let me take a look at that. As far as the items go, Razor's building himself something, a Ring of Basilius, Ring of Aquila probably. Meanwhile, Panda's also building himself a Vanguard. Slaughter finally has that Stout Shield, so he's building himself a Vanguard as well. So we have double Vanguard on the side of Radiant. As far as Ricky goes, this item, I think he's building treads. I seriously do not agree with building your Glove of Haste first, especially not if you're an Agi hero. If you're an Agi hero, you build that Glove of Haste. Glove of Haste gives you 15 additional attack speed, which is not really all that much. The better item to go for would definitely be the more stat efficient item. When you build treads, I know it says when you're building treads, it says you have to build a belt of strength, but you can substitute that for a band of Elven Skin or a robe of the Magi, and then build your Glove of Haste, and it'll still build into power treads. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of engagement going on about. I need to focus on this. We got Ricky blink striking out towards Rubik, so he saves life. Rubik's turning around. He gets a little hit, and there's beautiful cloud by Ricky to help his teammate get away. These guys are slow. These guys are silenced. They cannot do anything, so he's able to get away. Meanwhile, going back top, we had a little bit of standoff, and Razor's getting free farm mid, but what is he going to be buying is a big question. Razor, spend your money, please. At least buy some boots or phase or something. So Razor's going to continue free farm mid. Nobody's going to bother messing with him. I think that will be a bigger problem later on in the game. Vincent Spear is going to find herself in a tough spot when everybody starts trying to blame her for their loss, assuming that the Dire lose. I think this free farming Razor is a very, very, very bad thing. Razor could as well build himself a Vanguard. I know it's one of his recommended items. Meanwhile, we got engagement going on in Slaughter. Slaughter was frostbitten, and TA did try to go in for damage. Panda does have his ulti. Will he be using it? He needs to use it if he's going to use it now, so he can hurry up and get a kill in this TA. Slaughter also has his ulti. He needs to throw on TA so TA can't hide. But no, Panda, use your ulti. Oh god, ulti. Panda's trying to run. Oh, he's out of mana for his ulti. He cannot ulti right now. Slaughter's going to go in on TA. He will be able to kill a TA if he gets a few more last hits. No, TA bottled up, so she's able to survive. And there was a frost field thrown down by the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, we have Ricky going down. We saw the last of that, and Lycan is ultied up. Rubik is just telekinesis him down, and here goes a double kill for the Lycan. Lycan proving that Lycan Wolf 2 OP, and Lycan, I agree with you, Lycan did go for that stat efficient item. So going back to Ricky, Ricky does finally have his treads, that's cool and all, but if he would have went for that, I still would have preferred to see him go for that Band of Elven Skin first. That Band of Elven Skin gives him 6 agility. And before I finish explaining that, we see Razor trying to go on this, Vincent Spirit. Vincent Spirit's trying to catch up Slaughter. They will be able to get this kill in the Slaughter, but at what cost? Panda has no mana for split. Oh god, Panda did build treads instead of mana boots. I do not agree with that at all. Panda needs his mana, and he costs the 1 so he can get something. He has enough mana. He has enough mana for his ulti, but no, it didn't matter. Razor got the triple kills, so they killed her anyway. Yes, as far as the stat efficient item, my explanation on that, 6 agility means 6 attack speed versus just 15, or 6 agility means 6 attack speed for Ricky, 6 damage for Ricky, versus just 15 attack speed and no damage. So I'm pretty sure Ricky would prefer to have more damage, so that way his backstab will do even more damage, because his backstab will proc off even more. Actually, if you think about it, his backstab is up to, let's assume it was up to level 1 or level 3, so I don't have to do that much math. Let's assume it was up to level 3 last time. Or Dire Strike, okay, let's assume it was up to level 3 when we last saw him. That gives him additional damage of 1. or ×1 his additional agility. So Ricky would technically have an additional 12 damage if he would have had that. But anyway, we have Rubik going down to Lycan. Lycan just turned into a wolf and doing a lot of damage. And now he's getting attacked by Tower. He's derping around. He has a double bracer, so he's pretty tanky. He's going to go ahead and take out neutrals. No, he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's going to go ahead and run away. Or I don't know what he's going to do. He is in fact building himself a Morbid Mask. So he's probably getting ready to build that Vlad's. I'm not sure why he's going to be building Vlad's, if he's building Vlad's, because he doesn't have his wolves. His wolves are very useful, even though it doesn't seem like a great thing to have. They're very useful. Meanwhile, we got a Geyser going on Slaughter between Slaughter, Lycan, and Zeus. Slaughter just throws down the Slither and Crush is able to make it out alive. Meanwhile, we got the Vanguard purchase on Brewmaster, so Brewmaster is looking to stay tanky as possible. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden is building herself a mechanism by the looks of it. And Zeus doesn't really have much of anything. I really wonder what he's going to be building. Slaughter's taking a little bit of damage. He's in the jungle, so he's just farming up. This middle tower is going to be going down pretty soon. The Razor and the Ricky are going to be able to kill it before this TP comes in. The clouds drop to make sure Invincible Spirit can't do anything. Invincible Spirit is just standing in the cloud hanging out. She's not able to deny the tower, no. And Ricky has the first piece of his Diffusal Blade, so he's going to be going ahead and build that up. They could potentially turn it on this Invincible Spirit, and then whoever else is behind him, they can get the kill on this. Ricky's taking quite a bit of damage from the AoE, and there's a missing call from the Panda. Where's everybody else? I'm missing one. Okay, Lycan's in base. Lycan's in base just hanging out. There's 2 couriers purchased. One's gold, one's normal. Like whoever had the gold will probably have it. Oh, there goes Panda. Panda's getting hit by the Crystal Maiden ulti. Crystal Maiden ulti doing so much work. If Panda just turned around to use his ulti, he could potentially get a kill on both of them if he microed them correctly. But I seriously doubt that'll happen at this level of play. No offense to the players, of course. It takes a lot of work to manage a Panda. Oh my god. The micro and Panda is so ridiculous because each Panda has a skill, and then you gotta make sure you use it right. You gotta stun on one, you gotta disable on the other, you gotta purge on the other one. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we got Invincible Spirit with Illusion, where she's gonna run around the corner, see what she can scout out. Ricky will be scouting her out before she scouts them out, so they know what's up around this corner. Will they be going in? I do not know. Rubik's not level 6 yet. Slaughter is levels 8, so he does have his ulti and then some. And now we got some damage. Okay, it's like doing a few last hits on top of that creep. Oh, there's a stun thrown on top of Rubik. Will they be going in on this? I do not think so. They should not. If they will, Rubik does have his, not Rubik. Ricky does have his cloud. He drops his cloud. Invincible Spirit does get the kill on Rubik. And there goes the ulti from Zeus. Ulti from Zeus killing nobody, but doing a lot of damage. Here's Ricky trying to run in circles. Ricky is turning invisible. There, he can turn invisible. He's able to get away. Invincible Spirit did lose her life once she tried to swap, and Lycan's going to go ahead and push down his tower. His howl is up. His feral impulse is up, so he's attacking faster. And Ricky's trying to body block to the best of his ability. It looks like he's going to go for the Zeus. He can go for the Zeus. Just blink strike on him and drop the cloud. He'll be able to get that kill. If only they had some detection on the side of Dire. Moving on to the top lane. We have Crystal Maiden come around the side. She does not have her ulti, but she does have that Frost that she can throw. There we go. Frostbite is active, and Razor purged it. And there is the Q from Crystal Maiden. Everybody's slowed. But so much damage getting done to TA. TA needs a... Oh gosh, she already used it. TA's getting so much damage done to her. One more strike. There you go. One zap and she goes down. Meanwhile, Lycan is invisible. Lycan could potentially just go in and kill all 3 of these guys, especially Ricky if he knew he was here. But Ricky has not yet revealed himself. As soon as he does, I'm pretty sure Lycan will go in on that. If he moves a little bit closer to the tower, he'll be able to get that kill. Rubik's still something. Rubik's still swap. This is a very... Oh, he just used swap on top of Invincible Spirit to pull in around spot. And there's a cloud drop by Ricky. Very nice cloud. Very nice Slither and Crush by the Slaughter to keep Lycan inside that cloud. Lycan does not have his ulti, so he's not able to get away. There's Rubik with the telekinesis pulling him back, and Lycan will be going down. There we go. He goes down from the last hits. Zeus TP's in, so he can help support his team. He does have mana boost, so cool for him. He'll be able to spam his abilities that much more. Crystal Maiden is a little bit closer to her mechanism, but I'm not sure how close she is. There was something stolen. Rubik stole what? Rubik stole the ulti from Zeus. Dear Jesus, that's a good ability for him to have. He can basically ulti everybody and do a lot of damage, so he would really love to have that. It'll also reveal where all the TH traps are. That's another thing to know on the side. Slaughter does purchase up his Vanguard. I need to take a look at the items because these items are changing pretty sporadically.
Dire's middle tower is
we might see a kill here on Rubik pretty soon. But anyway, Ricky has 2 pieces of his Diffusal Blade. He needs 2 more pieces and he'll have that up. There's a Vanguard on everybody. Vanguard on Panda, Vanguard on Slaughter, Vanguard on Razor. So this is the Vanguard team up here. All I need is Ricky to get a Vanguard, and then Rubik have a Vanguard, and everybody having a Vanguard. Power Treads is the boots of choice for this entire team. Mana boots are probably going to be a boots of choice for the Rubik. He's saving a gold for that by the looks of it. Lycan has his double bracer. He also has his Power Treads. Looks like he's building himself. Yeah, he is building himself a Vlad. He has that Ring of Protection. Getting ready to build that Ring of Basilius. But anyway, moving on to what else has happened. Ricky's just hanging out, seeing who's coming around. He's doing a little body blocking. He will be able to jump in and build a cloud. There's the ulti from Rubik, throwing down and able to hit everybody, but not enough damage. Ricky's in a little bit of trouble. He needs to hurry up and go in. He's trying to get the kill on Zeus. He gets the kill on Zeus, and he gets stunned by the VS, and he will be going in this. Or no, he cannot. Frostbitten by the Crystal Maiden, and Razor's coming in, doing a lot of damage to this Crystal Maiden. Just one more last hit is all they need. Rubik really wants to go for it. He's trying to get over there before she gets away, but Lycan is doing the body block pretty well. And they're able to make away. Vincent Spear is coming in. She could potentially swap to kill herself and let somebody else get a kill. But no, Lycan's just making sure he's playing that bouncer role, making sure that nobody can come in after his teammates. So Lycan really playing well, keeping his Crystal Maiden alive. Meanwhile, Panda's going toe-to-toe with TA. TA should technically win this fight, but as from what I've been seeing from her play, she's not going to be winning this fight anytime soon, especially since there's a Vanguard up on Panda. So Panda's pretty much tanky as crap for no apparent reason. There's Lycan coming around the corner. They also find themselves a Slaughter. Slaughter's in a very bad spot. Even though he has Vanguard, he has really good regen. Is not enough. Lycan will be ulting to go for the kill. He's trying to look for him. He hasn't run up the high ground, but I don't think Slaughter can outrun him. Slaughter's moving at 427. Lycan is moving at 522. Yeah, he's catching up slowly, though. Lycan gives up. Lycan could have potentially got that kill if he was moving. Maybe if he went to the high ground a little bit faster. But he decides to go ahead and back up, and Slaughter's coming around. Slaughter's going to be probably trying to put the ulti on top of Lycan. I do not know. There's a Thunder thrown out by, there's a Clap thrown out by Panda. Panda's slowing the Lycan. Lycan goes down pretty handily to the Ricky. So more gold for him. Once again, taking a look at the items, because these things keep changing. Vengeful Spirit is building herself a Morbid Mask. So Vengeful Spirit wants a lifesteal. She wants to build the Vlads as well, I assume, or maybe a Helmet Dominator, I do not know. Meanwhile, we got engagement going on top. We got Panda with the haste room. Panda does not have mana for his ulti, but he will have mana if they keep spamming the spells like this. TA activates her refraction so she can run away. She uses a bottle shot so she can go ahead and heal up. Race is going to be coming around the corner, throwing out a few attacks. Not too much going on now. The entire radiant, or almost the entire radiant side, are up here on this top tower. They really want this tower. Meanwhile, two people in Dire are just hanging around, derping around them behind this bottom tower, or behind this middle tower. Not too sure what they're doing. I think these two are together. TA is prepared to defend her tower. She is invisible. I think a better position would be definitely up here, so that way she could potentially catch them on surprise before they come within tower, because I don't think they'll be staying within tower all that long. There we go. Somebody's coming in tower. TA just hanging out. We got a DC coming from Ricky, and then we got so much damage being done. There goes the ulti from Zeus, and is able to get a kill on top of somebody. I'm not sure who. He got the kill on Brewmaster. Wait, no, Brewmaster got the kill on somebody, and Lycan comes up the top. He gets the kill on Brewmaster. And now the game's paused. Will we be seeing a reconnect? I do not know. Hopefully we do, because that'll be pretty one-sided. And it might spell the end for this game pretty early. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit, because I don't have to sit through this. Let's fast forward. I'm not sure how far. Pretty low. Okay, game on pause, and now we're up to normal speed. I think we're up to normal speed. Lycan's trying to chase down this Razor. I don't think he'll be able to get him. Telekinesis up on Lycan. Lycan's ulti's about to run out soon. There we go. Lycan ulti does run out, but he's out of range. There's a swap coming from the Vicious Spear. She's able to turn around and get the kill on the Rubik. Beautiful magic missile, and Ricky is still DC. Hopefully he does reconnect. There we go. Another pulse coming up from Razor. He wants his teammate to come back. Excuse me, guys. I got some phlegm in my throat. Gotta clear that out. There's a DC coming from Slaughter as well. Okay, so we might see a lot of DCs. I don't like this. Probably should have checked everything before I came into the game, but I came into it anyway. Like I said, it's my first one that was sent, so I will honor my code and go ahead and cast it anyway. Hopefully we don't see these two DCs in the game pretty soon. I did see the time earlier, but I forgot what it was already because I have a bad memory. But the game is continuous, so the game goes on. I'll take a look at the items real quick.
Tower has fallen.
Not much of anything really. Nothing new. We already talked about the Vengeful Spear building that Morbid Mask. I still don't agree with that. Vengeful Spear is much more useful for building that mechanism, or probably building a pipe so she can just stay alive. Lycan is building himself a Helmet as a Dominator. Is he building? Okay, he's building a Vlad's and a Satanic. Or not? He's building a Vlad's and a
Radiant's
Helmet of
middle
Dominator.
tower is under
That's
attack.
the Helmet of Iron Will, sorry. He's building a Blast and a Helmet of Dominator so he can have himself double lifesteal.
Double damage.
That's not really all that efficient. If you're going to build a Helmet of Dominator, you might as well just go ahead and build a Satanic. Satanic will give you 25% lifesteal per hit. Vlad's will just give you, what, 17% in an aura. And Helmet of the Dominator will give you about 15. So 17 plus 15, that is more numbers, like 30 something, 32.
Radiant's bottom
Something
tower
like that.
is under attack.
I mean, we got Panda hanging out. Panda just chilling. He sees a Lycan. It has his ulti, so he will be using it if he needs to. There, he uses it. Panda claps. Panda needs ulti. Oh my gosh, Panda, please ulti. There we go. The ulti from Panda. Panda split us up. Will he be throwing out the stun? I do not know. He's going to tank it up. There we go. The stun's thrown out. A lot of damage being done to Lycan. Lycan's in a little bit of trouble. Will he be using the? Oh god. Will he be using Storm to throw him up? No. He's able to get away. Telekinesis from Rubik would have spelled his death, but no. Lycan's a little too fast. He gets away scotch-free. So Panda ulti down, Lycan threw down. Or sorry, Panda ulti down, Lycan ulti down, but Lycan ulti comes back a little bit faster. Telekinesis on Crystal Mania. Crystal Mania gets thrown back. Rubik's gonna throw out the Frost Field or Crystal Nova on top of Crystal Mania, so Crystal Mania can't move too far. Slaughter reconnects, which is very nice, and there was a mechanism used by Crystal Mania, so she was able to stay alive. She turns on Frostbite, says, "Stop chasing me, bro," and Panda's like, "Sorry, I'm going to keep running." Meanwhile, we got Razor in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get hit by everything, but really good thing that he has an unstable current. Unstable current is so useful for him, especially versus the Zeus. The Zeus throws one nuke, and he gets purged, a mini purge, so he gets slowed for a little bit. Meanwhile, Ricky is still disconnected. It's a 2-minute before he has to reconnect. I really hope he reconnects. Otherwise, this will be pretty disappointing. Or pretty obvious to see who will potentially lose. But then again, I have seen a lot of games where there were only 4 people left. And they came back and won. But those games usually last a long time. So hopefully this is not one of those. Vincent Spirit built herself a Mask of Madness. Okay, so this is going to be a carry Vincent Spirit. She needs a Mask of Madness so she can do more damage. She does have that Vengeance aura, which increases her damage by 20%. So now we got a engagement going on mid. We got Crystal Mania getting engaged by Slark. Slark turn around, just going to hit the Lycan a few times. Telekinesis using Lycan and throw him away. And everybody goes back in. Rubik did steal the ulti from Lycan, but he didn't have enough mana for it. There's an ulti from Zeus. The Slaughter is going to get away, because Lycan's ulti is going to be running out really soon. Really convenient time for that to run away. Invisibility Rune, he could have picked that up and walked away even further. Lycan does have himself a Vlad, so they could potentially do Roshan now. Now Lycan's invisible, but there's a cloud above his head, so the entire Radiant side knows where he's headed. They're going to go ahead and walk away. Razor, where are you going? I do not know.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Now
attack.
Lycan's going to go ahead and farm up the jungle. Why not? He can. Anyway, Razor comes around the corner. He could throw it. There we go. Wait, he could throw out the Static Link so he can steal his damage. Throw out the Static Link. Razor, there you go. Static Link stolen. Lycan's losing a lot of damage per second. Razor's doing a lot of damage on the other hand, and he's able to get the kill.
Beside the fire.
You are dead.
So Razor, a pretty decent counter versus a Lycanthrope. Basically, he just throws the Static Link and gets the kill. And there's Zeus around the corner, and Razor gets that kill before Zeus is able to nuke him down.
He buys it by the bowl.
Wait, here's a Mask of Madness activated on Vincent Spirit. Vincent Spirit wants to attack faster. She wants to do more damage faster, but Mask of Madness also makes you take more damage. And there's a drum charge popped by Panda. Panda could have got the kill if he would not have stopped the farmer creep. He just stopped to smell the roses, and there's an abandonment from Ricky. Oh gosh, okay, so this is not good at all. Hopefully, like I said, this is my first cast, so I'm gonna go ahead and honor it and just go ahead and continue casting. Hopefully things don't go too raffle stompish in the favor of the Radiant. But by the way that the Dire have been playing so far, I'm pretty sure the Radiant could probably win with 1 man down. Yeah, Ricky wasn't really doing much of anything, and Razor's playing his role pretty well. He has a lot of farm. If we take a look at the net worth, we can see that is the case. The net worth Razor is way up there. Oh my gosh, 3 people that Radiant up there, and Dire are pretty much struggling for everything. Lycan's really the only silver lining. Lycan's really the only hope for the Radiant to win, and Rubik stole something. Rubik stole a house, so everybody will be doing a little bit more damage whenever he uses that. They can use that to kill the towers. Will they use it? Will they be using it? I do not know. There's a clap from Panda. There's an ult, or there's this howl from. There's a howl from Rubik, and there's an ulti from Panda. They're gonna be able to kill this Lycanthrope pretty easily. Earth Spirit is frostbitten. Oh no, it's fire. And there's a stun thrown out by the Earth Spirit on top of the Crystal Maiden, and Vincent Spirit is trying to run away. She has herself a Mask of Madness ulti activated by Zeus, Everybody takes damage, and Rubik threw out the telekinesis on somebody, but I didn't see where it went. And Panda's ulti's about to run out. There you go. Panda ulti goes down. Panda needs to get out of here. Swamped him out by Vincent Spear. Vincent Spear goes down. Darius Curry dies. In the process of that, Panda's doing a lot of damage. He's able to get the kill. Zeus is still trying to run away. He might be able to turn around and nuke down the Panda, but no, Rubik's here to play the bodyguard. Quite a bit of action going on now. Here's TA. TA has herself a blink dagger. Will she be able to nuke? She needs to meld. If she melds and does damage, there she goes. She throws out a nuke. But whoa, she missed. Panda threw the... Did Panda throw Drunken Haze on top? I think... No, okay, he has Drunken Brawler. Okay, Drunken Brawl on him. There's a mischance. Wait, whoa. Yeah, there's a dodge chance of 25%, so he dodged that nuke from TA, and he throws down the clap on top of PA. He's going to continue running. Here's Razor to show up. He pops a jump charge, so Razor can move a little bit faster. Razor's going to go ahead and sap her H. Oh, come on, Razor. Sap her damage. Razor, you can do it. Rubik still's meld, and they're going to hang out around here. Rubik's going to meld alongside her. This is both going to hang out beside each other. As Rubik activating there's Lycan activating the ulti, activating the Howl. He's going to turn around. Rubik's in a little bit of trouble. He couldn't meld. There you go. He melds again, and he's going to hide. Meld is a pretty useful escape skill for him. Meanwhile, Panda makes it out alive. Razor does go down, very sadly, but the Lycan ulti was used to get that. So it's easy for him. Meanwhile, TA is going to hang out around here next to Rubik. Rubik's probably going to meld as soon as he can. There we go. He melds again. He's going to continue to play hopscotch. He does, in fact, have himself a 4-staff, so he'll be able to use that soon. Chris May is going to hang out around here. She does have a Sentry Ward. Rubik is visible. He goes down pretty handily. Chris May just walks up, throws down a casual Sentry Ward. Meanwhile, on top lane, Zeus is going to go ahead and farm up. He looks like he's building himself an Aghanim Scepter. He has a Sage's Mask for a regen, or maybe that's something you build out of Sage's Mask plus a point booster. I do not know. So many items are built out of a Sage's Mask. It's not even funny. No item that I know of. Meanwhile, we got engaged. The Slaughter's going 1v1 on Gentle Spirit. He's able to run away with his life. Lycan ulti should be back up in another 14 seconds, so he'll have that up. Meanwhile, Lycan also has himself an armlet, so he's building an armlet. Okay, that makes sense. Instead of a helmet down. But still, if you're playing Lycan and you build a Vlad, you need your wolves. Why do you not have a point in your wolves? Okay, I understand at lower levels you don't really know how to micro too well, but still, if you're going to get a Vlad, get your wolves. That's the only reason for you to get a Vlad, especially considering the fact that every single person on your team is ranged except for you. So your Vlad is helping out nobody except for you and your wolves. So if you're going to get a Vlad, please put a point in summon wolves. Otherwise, it's a pretty much waste of gold. You could have got a helmet and a dominator and got the same exact thing. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and make sure. Helmet and Dominator gives you 15% lifesteal. Vladimir's offering gives you 16% lifesteal, so you get 1% more, and you also get some good regen on the side. Yeah, blah blah blah. But still, you can get other items for that. If you're not going to get your wolves as a Lycan, then don't even worry about getting the Vlads. Even though it's a recommended item because of your wolves. Anyway, enough of that. We had a fight mid. Chris Maiden did go down. Enough of my ranting on that. I think the momentum is heavily in favor of the Radiant right now, even though they're down one man. Which is not, I'm actually not too surprised. Panda has himself a Reaver, so Panda's just building himself a bunch of tanky items by the look of it. So he's looking just to tank it out. I mean, he can just survive. He has no mana for anything. And there's wasn't looking, and Panda's saying, wolves. Rubik bottles up a haste room. He also has a 4-staff, so he can save anybody if he needs to. Meanwhile, TA is going to go ahead and farm in the jungle. TA did build that Blink Dagger first, which is not really favored of any... Well, not Blink Dagger. She did rush that Blink Dagger, but she has not been able to cash in on it. It's not really favored, mainly because all you really have is a Blink Dagger and no true regen. She has a bottle, yes, and bottle gives you some decent regen, but once all those bottle charges are gone, then your regen is blown out of the window, and you're not regenning between team fights. Meanwhile, we got the Dire going to go ahead and go for Roshan. Lycan can do this because he does have a Vlad, but then again, he probably would prefer to have himself some wolves. And he also has an armlet, which is not toggling, which I'm not sure why he's not toggling his armlet. But anyway, Raze is coming around the corner. He derped around, and Lycan's trying to go out and kill him. Everybody's down here. Panda's ulti is up. Will Panda be splitting soon? I hope so. Panda used to split. This is a team fight breaking out. You need to split. Panda split. Panda split. Come on, Panda. You can hear me. I know you can hear me. Lycan's ulti just ran out, so now Raze is going to be on the charge. He has himself extra 0 damage. I don't think he's ever still anything. Panda's going in. Panda's trying to find something. This is also why Panda builds phase boost, so Panda can get into those spots where he can ulti pretty effectively. Meanwhile, the top tower for the Radiant is getting pushed in by this Dire. There's also a catapult over here, so that catapult is going to be doing a little bit too much damage. And now Radiant, it looks like they might be posturing for Roshan. They will be going for Roshan. There's a Hyperstone up on Slaughter. I'm sorry, yeah, Slaughter. I think I would prefer to see Slaughter get a Mask of Madness so that way he can proc his bats a little bit more. But all that aside, Hyperstone is still good because it's only 200 gold more than Mask of Madness, so I mean, why not? Roshan does go down, it goes to Slaughter, and now the top tower is under attack. It's taking quite a bit of damage because of this catapult. Catapults do extra damage to towers, folks. So please, if you ever have your building under siege, all you have to do is just walk up to the creep wave and then try to kill the catapult first, because all the other creeps will aggro you before they aggro towers, and then they'll aggro the tower. Anyway, Rubik has a haste, and he also has invisibility. He has 2 runes on him, so he's hanging around, he's scouting, he's moving at max move speed. Let's see what they'll do with this. Slaughter throws on the cloud on top of somebody. He activates the BKB, so he dodges a stun. He's going for the Crystal Mania. Crystal Mania will be going down. No, she activates the mechanism, but it's too late. She gets bashed, and Invincible Spirit's trying to do what she can to do damage, but it's not enough. And there is, oh god, I heard Lycan. There goes Lycan, is somewhere in the background. Lycan's trying to do as much damage as he can to Panda. Panda needs to split. Panda, why are you not split? Panda, split. Panda needs to activate that ulti so he can give his team that team fight. Panda, why are you not ulti? Oh gosh, okay. If you're ever playing a Brewmaster, please throw on your ulti. Especially when a big team fight like that breaks out. That's the reason why you pick a Panda. But anyway, I'm just gonna assume that this is his first time playing Panda. He is building a heart, which is decent, but still you need to split. You have your ulti, why? You have 3 points in your ulti, why you're not using it? But anyway, moving on to what else is going on the map. Let me take a look at the items, because those things have changed quite a bit. As you can see, Ricky is officially DC'd, so he has no items right now. But Panda is building himself a heart. Other than that, I don't see what else he's building. Razor has himself a Maelstrom, and he also has a butter. He's building himself a butterfly. And then we got a fight to break it out mid. We have Slaughter. We have Sludge trying to go into TA. He's getting slowed by everything. He's trying to run away. He's taking extra damage, and a lot of damage getting dealt to Rubik. That Ice Storm thrown by TA, or thrown by Crystal Maiden, does a lot of damage. And then we got Magic Missile thrown on top of Slaughter. Slaughter goes down. Slaughter. It's Slaughter. Yeah, Slaughter does go down. Razor's trying to run away. Razor's moving pretty darn fast. There's a Master Madness activated by Invincible Spirit, so she can try to get in better position to try to catch him off guard. But no, she will not be able to catch him. Razor's going to continue to run. There's a Wave of Terror thrown to try to catch him, but no. Vanguard giving a really good regen, so it's working on that aspect. And we still got a Walking Courier on the side of the Radiant, which I do not like. Walking Crows, why you walk when you can just fly? I'm pretty sure somebody has gold for that. But anyway, keeping a look at the net worth graph, you see that Razor is way up there. His only competition, in my opinion, is that Lycan, and Lycan is not even close. Like Lycan is almost, Razor has almost double the farm or double the net worth that Lycan has. This is not good at all. All Lycan has is a Vlad's 2 bracers and Vlad's 2 bracers and an armlet, and he's not even toggling his armlet on. If you're ever going to build an armlet, please turn it on. It gives you more damage, it gives you more HP. It does do negative damage, but the negative armor, sorry, negative damage. Yeah, it does take your HP down a little bit, but it's a Vlad. It gives you, or you have a Vlad, so why not use it? This Panda jumping in, Panda comes with the clap. He does have his ulti, but he's not going to use it. Rubik steals something from, yes, Rubik does steal the Arc Lightning, which is not really all that ideal of a spell. And there's ulti from Zeus not used because he dies too fast. And if Panda will ulti, they could potentially pick off somebody, but no, he's decided not to ulti. Razor activates the Melanier onto himself. He gets a kill on the top of the Invincible Spirit. And now the Dire in full retreat. Slaughter is chasing everybody. Slaughter is trying to catch his Crystal Maiden, but no, she's too far away. And they're going to go ahead and kill this creep wave and potentially kill the tower. So Panda decided to go for a Maxim Drunken Brawl. It has saved his life once. I'm not sure what Panda's going to do. Okay, Panda's going to go ahead and push his tower. He doesn't do enough damage to do anything to it. But he does bait out the Fortify. And there's something stolen. Rubik steals something. Rubik steals a Crystal Nova from Crystal Maiden. And Crystal Maiden gets Force Staff in the wrong direction. I think Rubik is trying to Force Staff her towards him. So that way they can do a lot of damage. Now TA's coming around the corner. TA, I don't know what you're doing. She's trying to go for the Rubik. She does a lot of damage. She has a Desolator, so she's doing a lot of damage. And she gets killed on Rubik. She does it pretty effectively. And now Panda's going to go toe to toe. Panda, you need to split. Panda, you need to activate your ulti. Activate your ulti. There we go, the ulti from Panda. Panda's going to ulti. He might be able to get a few kills off of this. There's a mechanism popped by the Crystal Maiden. Lycan's ulti is up, so he's going to go ahead and bait out. Wait for this Panda ulti to die. Razor's going to go ahead and steal a bunch of damage from Lycan, so Lycan will not be hitting as hard as he should. He has 56 less damage, but still a lot of damage. And Panda's able to run away effectively. There he goes. He makes it out alive. And now, meanwhile, Razor loses life top as Slaughter is trying to come around the corner. I don't know what Slaughter's doing here. Slaughter, you're in a bad spot. He gets frostbitten, so he's not able to go anywhere, and he will be going down.
God.
Meanwhile, Panda has a double damage rune on his persons, so he's doing a little bit more damage than normal. That critical strike helping out a lot. Will he be able to kill it that bottom tower? I do not think so. It's too many people on dire mid, and he needs to back up. All he has really is a heart and no true mana regen. He only has 2.2 regen. He only has a drum that gives him some decent stats for his regen, but he needs some form of regen, so that way he can split whenever his team needs him to split.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Because Panda Split is the most useful ability. Or sorry, it's a really big team fight ability. Once again, take a look at the items. We saw the 4 staff on Rubik, as you can see over here. Looks like Rubik is building himself a Bloodstone, I hope. And what else is there? There's a MKB coming up on Lycan, or a Basher. No, it's a Basher. There's a Basher coming up on Lycan, so he'll have that momentarily. He has a Belt of Strength already. He's building that Javelin. He needs to toggle the armlet more. Moving on to the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden has herself a mechanism. She's building herself phase boots so that she can move a little bit faster. And Zeus is building himself a Aghanim Scepter, or what some people like to call an ult stick. But Rubik doesn't tell if he needs to slow down the creatures just a little bit. Throws out the Fade Bolt so he can do more damage to them. And Tia is going to continue to run down bot. She might find herself a Panda. She will find herself a Panda. Will she be able to do enough damage? I do not think so, but she's doing quite a bit of damage. Panda ulti back up in 20 seconds. She throws out a Drunken Brawl on top of Tia, so Tia is missing a lot of attacks. Her refraction does wear out. She does go ahead and meld, and Panda knows that she's here. He's going to throw a clap down. There we go. The clap's throwing down. A lot of damage being done to Tia. He's probably going to continue to do the claps for as long as he can. Tia is trying to do as much damage as possible. Panda doing so much damage. There's so many misses going on. He will be throwing a clap momentarily so he can continue chasing and he can continue doing more damage. Tia blinks away before the clap goes, and the clap goes extremely late. Extremely delayed clap, but it goes down anyway. Moving on to what the Radiant or what the Dire are doing. They're basically just turtling. They're not farming. So basically, when you're in Lycan's really the only one farming, and Lycan might be the only silver lining in the cloud for the Dire to win. Even though the Radiant are down one man, the Dire are pretty much not really playing all that well as a team. And as you can see, all the team fights are going. I mean, Vengeful Spirit has a Mask of Madness. I'm still not sure I agree with that. She's building herself a Shadow Blade by the looks of it. There's a Slaughter is building himself an AC, which is a really good item for him. It also buff up Razor. Whenever Razor comes around, it does a bunch of damage. Rubik still hasn't moved really much on his items. Blink Dagger up on TA and Desolator as well, so she's doing a lot of damage, but she can't stay alive for that long. Zeus is still building his Aghanim Scepter. When will he have that? I do not know. Meanwhile, we see TA trying to catch out a Slaughter. Slaughter is going to be taking a lot of nuke damage if he goes down. Activating that Slither Crush might not have been the best idea, especially when you're going in that direction. But he goes down regardless. He got caught out. A few more ganks like that, and I think Dire will be in a pretty good position. But so far, Radiant are really in the high position. If you take a look at the gold graph, it's heavily in favor of the Radiant. Mainly because of all the team fights have been going in their direction. Despite Panda not splitting, I still think Panda needs to split more. Basically, if you just split during a team fight, you can do a lot more damage than you can if you just stay in normal Panda form. But this game has already happened, so I can't really give advice on the fly. Razor's building himself a Butterfly. He's getting ready to get that Talisman of Evasion up so he can actually finish that up. Meanwhile, Rubik steals himself Meld, so he'll be able to hide away from this TA whenever she comes around. Crystal Maiden, what do you have? Crystal Maiden has a mechanism in phase boots, so she's able to get in position. She also has a drum, giving her team that aura. But so far this game is pretty passive, not really much back and forth going on except for when somebody gets caught out. Other than that, these team fights, as I said, have been going in favor of the Radiant. They're up by 6 kills, that's one thing to point out. Now, if we take a look at the XP graph, you can see the Radiant is heavily in favor, but it's starting to come back down more towards the Dire side, mainly because the Dire finally stopped turtling and started farming. And also Lycan has been continuously farming. I think Lycan might be farming the Ancient soon. There we go, Slaughter. We got a little bit of engagement going on mid. Slaughter throws the throws the amplified damage on top of a creep instead of a person. If he throws on TA, there he throws on TA, so now TA can't hide. TA does quite a bit of damage to Rubik in one hit. Now we got Lycan running around the jungle. He's looking to come into his team fight. He has his Basher, he has an Invis Room, and now we got a lot of damage being done on TA. TA can't run away. There we go. Razor comes in, he gets a kill on her. Lycan doesn't like what he sees, so he's gonna go ahead and turn around. And Razor is still doing a lot of damage, despite the fact that he did build a... Wait, no, that wasn't Razor. Everything's working out pretty well. Vincent Spirit purchased herself a Shadow Blade, so she'll be able to ninja herself in and swap and stun all over the place. Meanwhile, Lycan's coming around the backside. This will be a really good engagement for the Dire. If everybody just turns around and starts engagement, they could potentially win this because Lycan coming around the back, he can do a lot of damage. Let's see what he'll do. He's going to go ahead and howl, and he's going to go. Oh, he gets a bash on the first hit. Very nice for him. But Slaughter goes ahead and throws down the stun. Panda, if he just ulti, you will survive. There we go. Panda ultis and he will survive. He's going to go ahead and run away with all his Earth Spirits. I think Panda using this as an escape mechanism was a terrible idea. I think he needs to use that for an engagement mechanism. Meanwhile, like on the backside, Vince's Spirit goes down in the backside. Everything did not work out. There's a stun thrown onto the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden will not be able to go anywhere. She gets stunned and she goes down. Meanwhile, Zeus might get caught off. He does have his Aghanim Scepter. He can't throw out his ulti if he really needs to. Razor is chasing him. Razor looks like he wants to go for the kill. Lycan's coming around the backside. Lycan activates his ulti so he can run away. But no, Rubik telekinesis and he gets stunned and he gets thrown down. Lycan goes and turns around, see if he can get a kill on the Razor. He does get a kill on the Razor. No, Zeus gets a kill on the Razor, and Lycan goes down to the Slark. And TA is trying to chase the Slark so she can get a kill, but she's getting chased to the gates of hell, and she goes to the gates of hell. Meanwhile, the bottom tower 4, Radiant's getting pushed in. One more siege creep shot, and it goes down. There it goes. It goes down. Boom goes down. But anyway, the high ground's getting sieged by the Radiant. They're going to go ahead and go for this. I think this could be one of the bigger game-winning pushes, unless they lose. I think Radiant will really have to lose a few more team fights in order for the Dire to come back. Slark will be going down. So that's like Slaughter will be going down to the Vengeful Spirit, but the tower does go down, so racks are available. They could potentially go for this. Lycan is down for another 26 seconds, so Panda's going to go ahead and start attacking it. He's doing a lot of damage. He gets frostbitten by the Crystal Maiden, but he's fine. His ulti will be up in 50 seconds, so they can have another really big team fight. Vengeful Spirit throws down the throws out the Shadow Blade so she can run away. Fade Ball does hit her, and Panda's going to continue sieging this racks.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And now Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Somebody needs to come and defend this, because if they don't, this going down would be terrible, especially considering the fact that Dire are not really in control of anything. The only thing they have going their way is the fact that there's another there's another catapult creep coming their way, or coming to the Radiant side. We got Razor coming down bot. It looks like Razor's going to be heading mid instead of protecting his bottom tower. I really think somebody needs to come down and deal with this, because these catapults are going to be doing a whole bunch of damage. That is essentially 300 damage for free, plus more damage for the side of Dire. Like, Dire are not even down here, and they're getting damage to the bottom tower. Panda finally responds. He comes down bot. He's going to go ahead and clean up his wave, kill out that catapult, so catapult won't be doing much. And Rubik also showed that they're going to go ahead and push out this lane. It looks like Dire are going to go ahead and go for that Roshan. Once again, Lycan, you need your wolves. Your wolves are useful. Please get your wolves. If you're going to build a Vlad's, get your wolves. That's all I'll say about that. But still, if you're going to get a Vlad's, get a wolf. And nobody picks it up. There we go. Vengeful Spirit picks up immortality, so she can swap and die, and then come back alive and throw out a few more stuns before she dies again. I still think Lycan really needed, the Dire really need Lycan to stay alive. And there's a Shadow Blade activated by Vengeful Spirit. There's also a Mask of Madness activated by her. She's looking to see if she can catch anybody off guard. She does catch herself a few creeps. She's going to go ahead and attack those pretty fast. She's only hitting at about 150, which is, or sorry, 180, which is not all that much. Lycan on the other hand is hitting at about 300 per hit. So that's pretty darn high for just auto attack. You can see how fast creeps go down to him. He basically does 2 hits and they go down. There's a swap on top of Slaughter. Slaughter's going to be getting caught on. He's going to go ahead and throw a Slither Crush. Everybody gets caught in it. Razor doing so much damage to the Spirit. Ages this pop. Slaughter activates the BKB, but Razor goes down to the Lycan. Lycan doing so much damage. And Rubik's trying to run away. He did steal the refraction. And Panda needs to split as soon as he can. Panda split. Come on, Panda. You can split. He's getting bashed by the Lycan. If Panda splits, he will be able to survive. Come on, Panda. Just split once, that's all I need to see. There we go, Panda split. That was a very late split, Panda. But okay, Panda makes it out alive, and they're going to go ahead and go on this engagement. They're going to go for the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit taking extra damage because of that Mask of Madness. She goes down to the zap from Rubik, and they're going to continue chasing. Another stun will be up very soon. There we go, another stun is up. They can go ahead and use it. Will they be using it? Come on, Panda, use the stun. Crystal Maiden at least. He's going to go for the auto attack instead. Rubik does go down, and Lycan ulti is back up. There's a gem dropped on the ground. Who's going to be picking up? I do not know. There's a Drunken Haze thrown on top of Lycan, so Lycan's missing a lot of his auto attacks. And there we go. Low God, Panda staying alive for quite a long time. Slark is going toe to toe with him. and he's able to get the kill on him. And now there's only 2 supports left. Will Slux begin this kill? I did not know, but the gem is still on the ground. Somebody needs to pick that up. Slux BKB is off cooldown. The Slaughter's BKB is off cooldown in 2 seconds. And now the top tower for Radiant's getting on an attack is going to be going down. There's nobody going to be responding to this. It's going to be going down. That catapult creep will be doing a lot of damage to it. One more attack from it, it'll be gone. Okay, 2 more attacks and it'll be gone. And boom. Wait, 3 more attacks and it'll be gone. There we go. I was close. I was only off by 2 or 3. But anyway, for the most part, Radiant really need to defend their towers. If they keep losing towers like that, that'll be the death of them. Right now, the Dire are basically in the lead with towers, basically because the Radiant have not been defending their towers. The Radiant really need to defend the tower, so a critique for the Radiant side is basically defend your towers, carry that TP scroll. If it doesn't matter what point the game is in, unless you have boots of travel, you always need to carry that TP scroll. If you don't carry TP scroll, you will lose a lot of towers, you will lose a lot of games, and you will be very sad. There's also 2 ACs up on the side of Radiant, which is actually a little redundant, especially since Panda is just building essentially tank style, which I don't agree with at all. Panda, you are more than just a tank, you are also a ulti or a team fight monster. You're an ulti machine. Just you need something to give you that mana regen to make sure that you can have your ulti at all times. Because whenever team fight breaks out, all you have to do is ulti and you get a lot of kills. He has that magic stick, yes, but that is not enough. That's not even nearly enough mana regen, or reliable mana regen. Moving on to Lycan. Lycan, if you're going to be building a Vlads, please, please, please get your wolves. Your Vlads is not helping out anybody on your team. Everybody on your team is ranged except for you. You need if you're going to build Vlads, you need your wolves. It makes it cost efficient. But anyway, Lycan's going to go ahead and ulti. They're going to be a big fight. Slaughter throws down the stun. The bashes galore on top of Razor, and he Slaughter. I'm sorry, not Slaughter. Lycan goes down. There's ulti from Zeus, but it does not hit Slaughter. Slaughter's going to continue to do damage. He's going to get the TA. He's going toe to toe. He throws down the stun. He will be able to get away by the looks of it. His BKB is on cooldown, and there's nobody around to catch him. He's going to continue running. He's going to continue running, and he will be making out Blink from TA. They think he went this way, but he juked pretty nicely. Ricky, who's not here, is coming out. He's going to be placing some wards by the look of it. There we go. He's going to be the ward placer. So Razor wants some wards. I'm assuming Razor's controlling that one. We got Crystal Nova dropped on top of some creeps, pushing his wave out. It looks like Dire going to go ahead and siege his top tower. Meanwhile, the creep wave is getting killed by the Panda. Panda doing quite a bit of damage. I still think he needs a lot more mana regen, so that way he can have his ulti at all times. His ulti costs 175 mana. His clap costs 150. So if he claps, he has about 900 mana. So if he claps 4 times, clap 4 times, and he probably won't have any mana for anything else. Panda's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be running in the wrong direction. TA is going to be here to cut him off. She activates her refraction. She activates her meld. She's not doing all that much damage because Panda has a heart. If he continues to run, he will be able to get that. There we go. He's going to turn around and go for the fight. He throws on the clap. Panda, your clap is not your main source of damage. Your ulti is. You need to ulti if you're going to be doing that. Tia is going to go ahead and blink away while she can, and she makes it out alive. Meanwhile, Ricky's going to hang out. He's going to play Sentry. He's going to hang out here. See what's going on around the map. And Slaughter is going to be pushing this bottom tower.
Dire's bottom tower is
He is also building himself a Desolator, so that way he'll be doing a lot of negative armor. He needs to go ahead and run. No, Vincent Spirit with the swap. He's going to turn around and go ahead and try to kill the Zeus. He will be going down regardless. There we go. Okay, never mind. BKB activated, but I think, yeah, he goes. Ooh, he got hit by a bash, so he definitely went down. Lycan finally activated his armlet, so he's actually doing some damage. Thank you, Lycan. Please get your wolf now. All I need to see is just 1 point in your wolves before level 21. Because if you get 1 point in your wolves at level 22, that's because you had to get 1 point in your wolves. So the gold graph is still in favor of the Radiant, not a big surprise. Experience graph, same thing, still in favor of the Radiant, mainly because they're actually farming. I think there's only like 1 or 2 people still farming, but those 1 or 2 people are helping out because there's 0 people on the other side not farming. Panda's going to go on his TA. TA is slow. TA will be slowed even more. She's taking a lot of damage from Panda. Panda's hitting her pretty hard. Razor comes around the side. She has herself a butterfly. No, she has herself a talisman of Razor. She's building a butterfly, so she was dodging a few of those attacks. I didn't know if you dodged an attack, it did not count towards the cancellation of the blink dagger. I didn't know that, but apparently it does. So because Razor missed that attack, she was able to blink out. Now we got the entire Dire side hanging out over here. Razor's in a lot of trouble. Where's Panda? Panda, you need the ult, or you need the ulti soon. Razor's getting caught off. He gets bashed in the second hit. Very unfortunate for him. What's Panda doing? Panda's trying to run. Crimson Maiden activates her ulti. He's trying to split. There we go. Panda split is activated. A team fight is going on. Team fight shall commence. But all of his Pandalings will probably still die. TA does go down, but the Earth Spirit is about to go down. Oh my gosh, Panda dies in ulti form. That is not good. Panda does buy back because he wants to do something. He wants to keep his team alive. But Panda died in ulti form. That is not good at all. When Panda dies in ulti form, that means things are going badly, in my opinion. As far as the items go, Razor doesn't have much of anything outside of the Butterfly and the Maelstrom, or Mjolnir. He has a Vanguard too, yeah, that's cool. But Razor needs to hurry up and build that Satanic. Satanic is a really nice item on Razor. Mainly because Satanic is a unique attack modifier, and so is a Maelstrom or Mjolnir. Mjolnir is also a unique attack modifier, but Mjolnir is only a unique attack modifier when it procs. So whenever it doesn't proc, you're getting lifesteal. Whenever it does proc, you're not getting lifesteal, basically. And it's actually kind of cool because it gives Razor lifesteal, and because Razor can do so much damage when he heals for that 200%. Because when a Satanic is activated, it lifesteals for 200% as opposed to just 25%, which is still pretty high. Because he does so much damage, he's getting so much HP back. And now Panda's gonna go ahead and check Roshan. Roshan is not back up. He might be able to catch himself a Lycan doing the Ancients if they decide to walk up this hill, but I don't think there will be. If they get a pick off on Lycan, this will be huge. Lycan doesn't really have. Yeah, he does have buyback. Yeah, he does have buyback. Actually, let me go ahead and keep that graph up. Okay, Lycan does not have buyback. I'm sorry. If Lycan were to die right now, he would not have buy. Oh, he just bought something. What? This graph is off. Because Lycan doesn't have 300 gold. He has 177. I don't know. Or 1777. Meanwhile, we got Panda and Slara going to go ahead and push his bottom tower. They need to get out of here now. I do not agree with them staying up here. Panda ulti is back up in 24 seconds. Crimson Maiden is coming around the corner. Chief Frost bites a creep because that creep was bad. And now there's an ulti, or there's a BKB from Slaughter. Slaughter's able to do a lot of damage. He throws the amplified damage to top TA, so TA can't run away. Meanwhile, Lycan comes in. Will he turn on his armlet? I do not know. There's a cloud drop by Ricky, so Ricky was being used, and Slaughter is trying to run away, so he's going to pull Lycan away. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is dying on the backside. Panda, you need to ulti now. Come on, Panda. Okay, Panda does not need to ulti now, but when Lycan turns around, he does need to ulti. Lycan did activate his BKB, so he can go ahead and go for that Slaughter, but he will probably be going down. Probably be going down. All Panda has to do is ulti, lock him down for long enough, and he will be going down. There is a Drunken Haze thrown on top of him. There's a Cloud thrown by Ricky. There's a lot of damage being done. Ricky's doing a lot of backstab damage, and Panda's doing some damage as well. Ricky gets the last hit, and they're trying to go in. Panda's going to be able to go in with Zeus. And he'll be clapping soon. There's the clap. There's a clap, and Zeus is slowed again by the Cloud, and everything is going down. So somebody's microing that Ricky, and they're microing them pretty well. So very good for them. I think it was the Rubik. Yeah, the Rubik was microing the Ricky. So a little bit of a rage on the other side, saying noob, saying why you do that, bro? Said report team, please. A little bit of talk going back and forth. Meanwhile, Panda's gonna continue pushing this. Panda building a heart was a good idea, but Panda, you need to use your ulti. Please use your ulti. And Razor's doing a lot of damage. He has a butterfly. Looks like he's building himself a BKB. He needs to build a Satanic as well. As far as Ricky did leave. Ricky did abandon. So the whole entire world will see that now. Meanwhile, Rubik is hanging out. Rubik has a Lincoln Sphere. Whoa. Okay. Rubik, as far as your build, definitely please build a Bloodstone if you got the money for it. Bloodstone much more useful than a Lincoln Sphere for you. Even though Lincoln Sphere does make sense, Bloodstone before Lincoln Sphere at least. Anyway, we got a team fight going on top. We got a lot of action going on top. We got everybody. Panda does have ulti up. Panda's not going to decide not to use it. Mechanism pop by Crimson Maiden, so everybody can stay alive. Razor's going to toe to toe with TA. TA's trying to stand on the ground. Vincent Sphere taking a lot of damage from Razor, and there goes a double kill for Razor. It might be a triple kill if Crimson Maiden does not decide to run away now. Meanwhile, Lycan just came back up. Where's Lycan? Lycan just came back up. He's trying to run. He's trying to see if he can go get a kill. And there's the ulti from Lycan. The BKB will be activated soon, though. he gets the bash on top of Razor. Razor's in a lot of trouble. Razor really needs that life steal, and Panda's gonna be chasing him. He is drunken hazed up. No, he's not drunken hazed up. Razor's surviving. Oh my gosh. Okay, Razor finally goes down to the last hit of Lycan, and now Lycan's trying to run for his life. Lycan does not like what he sees. The Zeus turns around, and Panda's in a lot of trouble. Panda ulti is up. Is it? Panda ulti is up. Panda needs to hurry up and ulti. If he's going to ulti, he needs to ulti now. A lot of damage being done to Lycan, but Lycan's still in right back. There's the telekinesis saving the life, and the telekinesis saving everybody else's life. The Cruiser Maiden was ulti. It would have done enough damage to kill a lot of people, but the telekinesis did stun her and stopped her. Slaughter does come around the side. He throws that and stun, and a nice double kill for them. So very efficient use of Riki early on to give them that higher advantage, and now they'll be able to go ahead and rotate and kill this mid tower or these mid racks, and potentially kill the top racks, or just go for the win. I'm not too sure what they will decide to do. As far as the gold graph is of course in favor of the Radiant. The XP graph is of course in favor of the Radiant. So I mean, Lycan was really the only hope for the Dire to win. And even though the Radiant went down one, man, they still came back and won. So I'm pretty impressed by their play. But then again, it was like I said, it was a low level match, so it's not really too hard for them to get better. I mean, I can't really think of what I'm trying to say, but anyway, the Ancient goes down, and that is the very first viewer sent in replay. Once again, I did not screen this before. This game was sent in by Panda. So Panda, big shout out to you. Thank you for sending me this game. It was sent out by Z-Brat-OK or Z-Brat-KO. It was sent out by him. Big shout out to you for sending me this replay. So you've been my first video, and that was actually a pretty interesting game to watch. I threw a lot of critiques in there. Please listen to those. Panda ulti is really useful. You need to use that even more. Let me go ahead and pause this to make sure I don't go over time. So that game was like over an hour long anyway. So as far as critiques for everybody, Razor, please build a Satanic. That's a really useful item for you. Slaughter, do not start with a Ring of Health. It is, even though it seems like a good idea, it's a terrible idea. You do not have extra stats. You do not have base regen. Like Tangos gave you 8.5, I think, 8.5 regen, or 6 something. I don't know. I can look it up later. Basically, Tangos will give you better regen, and you'll have that regen only when you need it, as opposed to spending 875 gold on that entire ring. As opposed to spend on that, you can buy some boots, you can buy some treads, you can buy some wards if you have to, you can buy something else, you can buy a poor man shield, which would be cool for you because they give you attack speed and everything. But all in all, you did build it well. Same thing for Razor. All in all, you did build well too. The BKB was a good choice, but still Satanic would be more useful than you, Razor, especially when you guys are taking a lot of damage. Anyway, moving on to Panda. Panda, please use your ulti. Your ulti is useful. The reason why Panda is picked is because his ulti is so darn good. Your Panda Spirits. Two of the Panda Spirits have a lot of spells. The Storm Panda has 2 spells that are really useful. He has a Tornado, which basically makes somebody unable to be attacked, and they can't attack. It banishes them for like 20 seconds. I don't know, some ridiculous time. And Earth Spirit, which is the one that you used a lot, he throws a stun on top of him. As far as the Ember or the Fire Spirit, I mean, he's kind of useless. He has a Radiance Burn. That's about it. And he moves at max movement speed. That's kind of cool. You can use him to track down people if you really need to. And he also has low HP, so keep that in mind. But all in all, you did build a Heart, you did build an AC, a Vanguard, so you're just tanking up. I understand that. You're being the tank for your team. Cool. That is cool because Razor was doing a lot of damage. Everything worked out. As far as Rubik goes, Rubik, Bloodstone, I mean, Lincoln Sphere is cool and all, but Bloodstone would be much more useful. Your other items make sense. A gem makes sense. There's a TA. Why not just get a gem so you can spot him when she tries to go away? There's also a Shadow Blade on Vengeful Spirit. Why not? As far as Lycan, oh my gosh, Lycan, nobody on your team is melee. Nobody on your team is melee. Why would you build a Vlad's and not get your Wolves? I mean, if you would have got your Wolves, I could say, okay, Vlad's makes sense. But you don't have your Wolves. Your Wolves can take lifesteal from your Vlad, so that makes sense. But you don't have anybody melee on your team. So Vlad's was a really, really weird choice when you don't get your Wolves. And also, not getting your Wolves on Lycan is actually a weird choice too. Because your Wolves do a lot of damage over time. And you get 2 of them and you get to summon them whenever you want. And you don't use your mana for anything else anyway, so why not? Anyway, as far as the TA goes, TA Blink Dagger so quickly. If you're not gonna be cashing in on the kills on that, don't even bother getting a Blink Dagger. Just get something else. Get a Force Staff. I mean, okay, don't get a Force Staff. It's a terrible idea. But get something else. Maybe rush the Desolator instead of a Blink Dagger. I mean, Desolator will actually give you damage. Blink Dagger doesn't. I think they're about the same price. I don't know. I need to look up price. Well, no. They are not about the same price. Desolate is much more expensive, but maybe you can get a BKB instead. I don't know. Krista Maiden, as far as you, I don't really remember seeing you too much. Krista Maiden is in general a squishy character, or a squishy hero. She doesn't really have a lot of HP. She doesn't really have a lot of survivability. So, I mean, you play decently. I mean, you died 9 times, so what? You built yourself an Aghanim Scepter. You built a mechanism, so I'm not mad at you because you built the mechanism. So you're playing a support role for your team. Very good for you. As far as Zeus goes, Zeus was building a refresher orb. He also had the Ags. Zeus, I think your positioning was bad, and that was really the only thing I critique on you. As far as the Vincent Spirit goes, Vincent Spirit, you built the Mask of Madness. I do not agree with that at all. I'm sorry. Vincent Spirit as a carry is actually not all that great. I think I seen one Vincent Spirit was just kind of cool. Carry Vincent Spirit. She built the butterfly first, which don't ever do. But she built the butterfly first, and she was doing a lot of damage. And then we just came, or then our carry got farmed. And we just raffle stomped them. So don't do that. Vincent Spirit is really good as a support because her swap goes through magic immunity, and it can also save allies, and you can also and your magic missile is a really good stun at level 1, and also your vengeance aura gives everybody extra damage, so people really love you for that. So that's all my critiques I can throw out for you guys. That's from my knowledge, that's from my experiences, that's from what I've heard other people talk about, that's from what I heard the pros say, or what I've seen the pros do, what I've seen other casters say. That's all my critiques. I did not really plan on giving this nice little explanation on what you guys could do better to improve, but it is here. But anyway, that is my that I'm Cool Blue. It's about you guys recommended, or it's about you guys. What did I bring you guys? Hold on, I gotta check the title. It's been so long. That was an hour-long game. About you guys, viewer replay cast number 1. Please let me know what you guys thought about it. Any and all critiques are welcome, but please keep them constructive because destructive doesn't solve much of anything. Please leave comments. Please leave likes if you like the video. Once again, big shout out to Zbrat KO. Big shout out to you for sending me my very first video. This is a very interesting game. Even though you guys have won DC, I'm happy that you guys won the game anyway. Keep on playing, keep on learning, and I'll see you guys whenever.